Everybody, welcome back to the Quantum Show. Thank you for coming here. You got all the internet going a buzz tonight, and you are here of all the cats, all the UFO videos, all the other internet. You ended up here. Like and subscribe. You are Quantum. Welcome to the chat room, Lynn, Tim, Sarah, Diane, and Rachel. And I think I saw Renee in here earlier. I'm not sure. But welcome everyone back to the Quantum Show. Today is going to be kind of a continuation of last week's show, and I'm going to recap yesterday's Lights Out Again show. So, hey, Storm, I try to put everybody on here. Hey, Joe, thanks for coming back to the Quantum Show. And yeah, like I was just saying, I want to recap yesterday's show because lights were out. I have a really cool backup battery. It's rated for 19 minutes. It lasted an hour. Heck yeah. Thank you, Amazon Basics. So that happened. And I am trying to ramp myself up for the show right now. I listen to Rich. I listen to Wayne and Michelle. And, well, I've got my own take on stuff, as we all know. I'm not going to focus too much on, hey, Raven, welcome back. So I'm not going to focus too much on ufology tonight, but of course it'll be a part of it, but it's not going to be the all of it. So yeah, listening to the universe part 2. Universe been yelling at me lately. Okay. And it's more along the lines of get your stuff together or we'll get it together for you. So I'm like, alrighty then, let's figure this out. So yeah, okay, let me recap last night's show. The power went out, and there is nothing happening here with power out. The waterworks. That's it. So when when the power goes out, I hook up to the Wi-Fi and I let it just run till the battery goes out. And y'all that were here, y'all that were here knows that the thing starts beeping rapidly before it cuts off. Well, I had everything shut off. Everything was fine. And yeah, shout out Wayne and Michelle, Michigan Bigfoot and Paranormal, or Michigan Paranormal and UFOs. And shout out GUFON. Yeah, it was a great show earlier. It just ended just a little while ago. So they got me going on it. And I don't really have any haunted objects to talk about. I don't have any Dybbuk boxes. I don't have anything like that. But I've experienced all of that, which is just nutty to me. And that so much could happen to a person. And I'm not even trying to make any of it happen. You know, I'm just aware. And if you're aware and unafraid, you can see it too. By the way, shout out Alien Girl and Good Morning UFO. And I would like to, okay, nothing about Amy, right? Not about Amy, about the coffee. Something that is helping me is y'all don't know the recipe I use for this coffee, and it is a recipe. Okay. First, I use Mexican instant coffee. It does not taste like Folgers or anything like that. It is very good stuff. I've shown it here before. Then I put golden milk. Like, this is a shallow spoon, so it goes in there. But this is heaping, so it's like 1 teaspoon. And then I put the same amount of cacao. And tonight is a dash of cayenne pepper and half of one of these of mushroom coffee. So I'm expecting things to start spinning, right? Hey, Wayne, I just shouted y'all out. You should be in bed. You've got a lot of work to do tomorrow. I just shouted you out. Y'all helped me get going. Oh, Diane is saying BMR is sick tonight and he's not going to have a show. Well, it sucks. I hope he's okay. Hope he's not sick like this. So, yeah, look who's here. So much work to do tomorrow. Well, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it every time y'all come by. I was driving while I was listening to y'all, so I couldn't chat. I was just hitting speak, voice to text, and is doing the best I can. And yeah, you had a great show on earlier, y'all. That show was cool, and the blessing was cool too. I like that. I like that y'all did that because if nothing else, it aligns vibes to where you're ready for it. Good job. I love that part. Yeah, I just wish I could have participated more, but I just wasn't able to. I'm sorry about that. But y'all's link live in my show. Every show from now on. My girlfriend loves the haunted dolls. She had me buy her a haunted doll one time, but it wasn't a doll like y'all have. It was a ventriloquist doll from the 60s. 100% haunted. 100% haunted. I didn't think it was anything like that. The girl couldn't sell it. People kept cutting out on it. And I'm like, what? And it was like $30. It's one of them big ones that sits on your lap. And it had a little break in it, had a ceramic face. That was odd. But and I didn't think they were ceramic. I thought they were made of something else. But this one had ceramic on it. But it was like infused with, it was a mix of something, but it was sharpened it's sharp, like right where it broke on the face. But yeah, it was 100% haunted. She kept it. She had this other one, and it was one of those life-size dolls. It was a ceramic doll too. Also 100% haunted. You could not be mean to that doll. It would mess up the garage. Too easy, man. Too easy. I wish that I could be, I don't know, it's just things never work out, right? For me to be more a part of other people's things. So I just stick to this as best as I can. But yeah, she had this other one, and it was one of them show dolls, but it was vintage. And she had me, now I didn't buy that one for her, but she had me buy her one of those robotic dolls from the late 70s. It may not have been haunted, but it should have been, okay? Because it still did everything it was supposed to do. I forget what it was. Serena. I don't know. I'm not sure what it was called, but it was from the late 70s, early 80s, before Teddy Ruxpin came out, and before all the robotic stuff started coming out. That one was, and she has it. She found one at a Goodwill and had me go pick it up and take it to her. I took it to her on a road trip. Hopefully she still has it, because honestly, I see any kind of big doll, I want to make a droid. Whether haunted or not, I want to make a droid. And the hair, the glue had messed up, so the hair came off. But it still kind of clipped on. But yeah, it was so cool. No, not a Nurse Nancy. Not Nurse Nancy. It was a single name. You know what? Let me just do this. Oh, I can do this because it's such a crazy. It was huge. Robotic doll from the late 70s for girls. Let's see. What was it called? It was big, large. and I can't remember. Throw in. Okay, I'll ask you. I'll ask you. But start throwing in your names. Okay, this is just robots, not from the late 70s. Let me try something else. Interactive doll for girls in the late 70s, large. It was very big, and it was less a doll and more like a little girl robot. It did. I believe it moved around a little bit. Not Nurse Nancy, no. Serena. It was big. I wish I had. It wasn't Leonora. It was. Let me see here. Susie? No. Maybe it walked. It wasn't Diana. Not Christy. Not Eugene Neat. Oh, man. There was a bunch of these. There was a. Whoa. Oh, wow. Eugene Walking Doll. Oh, man. I urge you. Look at these creepy things. Maybe it was Wendy. Let me see about. No, it wasn't Wendy. It was more like the club girl. But it could have been a Wendy. Well, anyway, it was huge. And it was not haunted, right? It was not haunted. But it looked, oh man, look, just look at. There you go. That one's for you, Wayne. Francine? Maybe. Look at this one. Look, there you go. There you go. That one's for you, Wayne. Okay. And that one, none of these are meaning to look haunted, but they all do. And I got a doll story. It is my story, but it wasn't about the dolls themselves. It was about what happened. Let me get into that. Since you're here, Diane, and Wayne, let me tell you what happened. I moved in this place. Maybe you missed it. This is not so much about the dolls as it is about what happened. Okay. Now I moved in, and immediately weird stuff started happening. Okay, so immediately, I'm not getting into that part, but I will get into this next part. I'm a toy guy, right? I've got vintage R4 up here. I've got a lot of, and most of it's robots or robotics, droids, RC, etc. Okay, I got a TARDIS, and okay, I got here. All the weird stuff started happening. Skipping over that part, but this next thing, all of a sudden, I wanted to do. I was really attracted to when there was a certain Princess Leia doll came out, and it was kind of trying to compete with Barbie. It didn't do so well, right? But it was a Princess Leia doll. Now, if you know, Princess Leia is a strong female character, right? I also Ahsoka, and also another strong female character. Now they made muscle versions of these dolls where they look kind of like wrestlers, or women wrestlers. And I got a bunch of action figures of both of them. Okay, and then all of a sudden I was still doing big into toys, right? I started looking for dolls, but not baby dolls, wrestler women dolls. Dolls that look like a goblin. What's up? No lights out tonight. It's working. Okay. Yeah. This wasn't the doll's fault, right? Now, my girlfriend is into dolls too. She does customs. I made custom parts for her. I made robot parts for her broken dolls, the robot arms and robot feet and things like that to go on like Monster High, and they're already made to swap parts, so it was pretty easy. But all of a sudden, I was on a doll kick, and I didn't know why. But they weren't little baby dolls; they were strong woman dolls. Cara Dune from Star Wars. Disney fired her for being a strong female person, right? And they didn't like that. Cara Dune got hurt, got more Princess Leia, more of all the, and then I started getting wrestler women dolls, not wrestling, not the guys, not the characters, but women. And it was so weird. And then, now this is about the house. This is not about the dolls. Then I got my friend from the show in Gatlinburg. He now lives near Gatlinburg, up in the house, right? And he is straight up ghost whisperer. Okay, he's coming out with all his abilities, straight up ghost whisperer. And turns out the reason I was Shingoji, right? The reason I was having a doll kick was because there's a little kid that is here, that his mother is here too. I call her the matron, right? Now, that is a spirit that lives here. I don't have no problem with her. But if you don't mind your manners in here, she will make you mind your manners. She will haunt the hell out of you, okay? And it didn't ever happen to me. It happened to these other people, right? I'm pretty sure that the other roommate, not my stepdad, but the other roommate has been scared to piss and back by this person. And well, the little kid looked up to her. So what did he see? A strong woman character. He was influencing me. And Shingoji came in here and said, there's a little boy that lives here. That was his room over there, because that was a kid's room before I redid it. And all of a sudden, all of that urge went away. I still now and again take a look at them, but I don't. The doll kick was gone, right? Then I realized, and I tuned the shields to not coerced, but not be influenced by the will of the spirit. And then I started talking to Xena, and she kind of like keeps everybody away from me, which is shout out Xena. Hell yeah. So I still have, oh man, how many dolls did I buy? They get real cheap. They're all kind of put away now because I'm not into them anymore. I keep a couple of them over there just so the little kid can have something to play with when he comes in here every night making all the noises. Okay, not so much noise. He's been very good at taking stuff out of the room in spirit. It's crazy like that. That's just I swear I have been through psych eval. I'm okay, right? This stuff is happening. So judge me, go ahead. I don't care. Because all of you are crazy too. You're here. Oh yeah, hey Woo Rider. And I didn't get to say, but hey Goblin, I said hi, but I didn't get to bring you on screen. So yeah, that is my only doll story that I was involved in, and it wasn't about the dolls, it was about me being influenced to like strong female dolls, wrestler dolls, Leia, Star Wars dolls. And I try to yeah. I'm a coffee knot. I like that coffee knot. I like that. Huh. I like that. Thank you, Woo Rider. But that's my only doll story that I have, other than the ones where I've been kind of like an accessory, like the robot and the ventriloquist dummy. Oh man, And that other doll, you had to respect her. She was very much like Robert in her vindictiveness because she would toss the garage, dude. I thought somebody was breaking in, but these doors that she had on this garage were um so heavy. They were the old wooden doors, not the lightweight things that you can move with one hand, but the big, huge wooden doors that were made of like 2x4s. You couldn't get in easily. It was like, and they were super loud as well as being super heavy. But this doll would toss this garage every night. She felt disrespected, but she would stay in the garage. But that wasn't the only haunted doll she ever had. There were more. I don't remember all of them, but that ventriloquist doll, I knew something was up with that. It was so haunted. I could tell. She could tell. She hunts these things. It's like she's attracted to them. And that's the only haunted doll story that I have. And it's not really about a haunted doll. I don't look for haunted dolls. I look for interesting things that would like inspire me. That's why all the robots, inspiration, And oh man, I could do a podcast about coffee. So I don't know if you heard the recipe, but there's a lot going into this. And I'm feeling the spin up. Woo Rider is right. I'm feeling the spin up on this one now. Now that I've gotten it going, because man, I still want to get on Bryan Bowden's show. He wants me to come on, but it's all about timing. And you know what it looks like? It looks like I don't want to be there. I do, but I work a full-time job and I got all these other responsibilities I got to take care of. Plus, I'm trying to do this show. Good night, Wayne and Michelle. Okay, don't fade away. Don't fade away. Burn out in a blaze of glory, man. Thanks for coming by, Wayne. Y'all have a good one. Yeah, I'll make it when I can. It's just if it in one thing, it's another. Let me tell you. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop with the doll talk because, well, that's all I really got is her experiences with my ghost experiences that just happen to involve dolls. And yeah, they're good. They're weird. Haunted dolls. If you don't think dolls can be haunted, I'm so sorry. You're so wrong. And I love it when I think Simon Fly came in here one time, and I would jump his shit in Amy's show, but I wouldn't ever give him any problems here because, well, I want him to come to my show. But I think I may have contributed to running him off from Amy's show. Sorry about that, Amy. And honestly, sorry, Simon. He's a ufology guy that says, up to now, no evidence exists of UFOs or anything. And I'm like, really, the evidence cannot exist. And even if it could, how can it be debunked? How can it be refuted? Because then skeptics are going to go, well, this could have been made in this factory in Brazil in 1965. That doesn't mean it was, right? And hey, Unknown, welcome back. I just finished talking about my one and only doll experience that was my own. And it wasn't even that. It wasn't even it was a ghost experience. It just happened to involve dolls. But yeah, I came from Wayne and Michelle's show and they were talking about haunted dolls, Robert and the one that made that movie with the Raggedy Ann doll, Annabelle. And I'm like, okay. I was driving. I couldn't participate too much. But hey, Renee, I was hoping you would show up. I didn't know if anybody was going to show up. And I'm like, well, Renee's got to be here. No, I'm done with dolls. I'm done with dolls. I picked the last dolls that I bought were for modding, and I got them and I haven't done anything with them yet. They're in a box over there. I'm done with the dolls for now. But I was into dolls, but it was a spiritual, it was a spirit thing because there's a ghost that lives basically on the property that is a little boy. He plays with dolls because he really respects his mother, who also is here. Hey, Tommy G, I didn't see you come in until just now. So, alrighty then. But yeah, that was my one and only experience with dolls. And I tried to stay, I honestly tried to stay into it. I just couldn't stay into it. And well, that's fine. Tonight, the title of the show, Listening to the Universe Part 2. I hope you, by the way, I hope you like the art that I put up there. It was not exactly what I was expecting to see, but it works. I hope it's nice. I hope it's nice for y'all because I liked it. And let me just show what it is here, right? This is, well, let me just do it this way. Yeah, this was a nice thing. I got AI to make it for me. I would keep doing the, oh yeah. Sorry about that, Renee. Sorry about that, Renee. The unknown. I'll have to go look. I think I did, but are you sure you didn't send me the same one? Because I think I have a copy, 2 copies of the same one. And I don't know. I'll have to go look. I did see that you sent me something. I'll have to go look. And here is the actual thumbnail that I used tonight. I liked it. And it's really, see, if you look in the bottom corner, it says Kling AI. That's what I was using. Yes, unknown, please do. Please resend so I know that I got it. And because I don't think I got it. I think you sent me, I seem to have 2 copies of the same thing. And if it's brand new from 2 weeks ago, I don't know. If you did that within the last 2 weeks, then I don't have it. Okay. But yeah, this was the Listening to the Universe Part 2. And honestly, I was out of town. I had to come back. I did have a few minutes to do stuff before the show, like make this cup of coffee. And this was kind of like an artwork that was poignant. I don't get to see this in the night sky out here now, but it seems like a very poignant thing, right? Also, I named it Listening to the Universe because it's been beating me over the head with stuff lately. And really, I need to regroup and figure something else out because there are elements starting to happen that I am not comfortable with in living situation and work situation. Though I was really angry 2 weeks ago when I had that happen. The first ER visit, and I came back and I did a show. By the way, I wish I'd recorded that incident. I wish I had the phone. I was doing this because I don't like to see shit go down, right? And like a lot, like some people don't like needles. I don't like watching things happen. I don't know why. It's just a thing, right? So I was covering my eyes like that. But I could have had the phone. My phone was in my pocket, right? I should have got it. I should have just let you hear the record, the sound of everything. You wouldn't have needed a visual. It was horrible. And I will never, ever do that again. And it turns out they didn't need to do it that way anyway. Because when I talk to my medical friends and they say most people aren't traumatized at all by that procedure. I'm talking about, okay, I hate to say it, but a Foley catheter. Most people who And I'm like, it knocked me all the way back into PTSD. But anyway, going back, right? Okay. Going back, just, I don't know. That's still bothering me. Okay. So things in my personal life naturally come to the show. And that's one of those things. You need, Nathan, you need to get your stuff together, because if you don't, we'll do it for you. And I don't need that. Like, that was them doing it for me. And I'm not into that. I'm very proactive with my own stuff. I don't need to be handheld. I don't need to be led by the nose or instructed minutely. I especially don't need to, be told on how to not die. That is pretty much built into my DNA with my monkey brain. Okay. So, yeah. And, anyway, those are a lot of the things that the universe is letting me know. Not little signs, large overt things. Large overt things. Oh, and last week, my coworker, I say coworker, referred me to HR because of something minimal. I mean, very minimal. And I decided that after talking with somebody, right, talking to a friend, I decided that he wanted my happiness, because he wanted to be happy like me. And he can't on his own. So he doesn't want me to have it either. I'm not going to have that. Let him do his worst. My team has got my back. Let him do his worst. And they were telling me, stay off of his radar. I'm like, oh, he's on my radar now. I am a problem child. At the time, I was like, I'll be the whole problem. Well, I'm not going to do that, because he's the whole problem. He's made himself the whole problem. That's another thing. Get your stuff together, or we'll get it together for you. Figure this problem out. Well, it's a very high school problem, so I looked at it like that, and it worked. And also, cayenne pepper and coffee really burns out anger. You don't have it in you to be angry. But I'm still trying to decipher things the universe is showing me. A lot of them are overt and obvious. A lot of them are not. Oh, by the way, I'm back on the good side of, like, on the trail on the way, because all the receipts that I get, 2131, 1234, 4545, things like that, repeating in sequential numbers. I'm back on track. I was wrong. And they had actually, you can actually see, this is one of those universal things, right? You go to buy gas and a bag of chips or a bottle of oil or something, right? And it'll be something like 2233 when you're on track. When you're on track. When you're off track, it'll be all the random numbers. They won't make any sense. But I have had to buy 3 things today at different stores, and it was all like 876, 456, 1223, or 3141, all matching or sequential or repeating numbers, or in some kind of an order. I'm like, I'm back. I feel better. Even with all this physical stuff happening, I feel better with that. And you know what? Has anyone? This is a short right here. This needs to be a short. When you have a problem, and I'm having problems, you know what? You ever watched The Martian? I'm gonna manifest the shit out of this. I've got to manifest the shit out of this. That's what it is. I'm gonna write it down. That is worth writing down. and I have to manifest the shit out of this. Oh, what a line. I thought about that right before the show while making coffee. You remember in the movie The Martian? He gets stuck on Mars. I'm going to have to, what's the line? I'm going to have to science the shit out of this. And it was one of the greatest lines. It really is in sci-fi, right? Well, this is one of the greatest lines that everyone should understand. I have to manifest the shit out, and I am. Oh, update. I've also started taking methylene blue. Now, a lot of you guys don't know what this stuff is. This is one of those things that was shown. I want you to go look it up yourself, okay? And let me tell you, once you look it up once, you're going to be pounded with ads forever. But please do look this up. The 3% is just for my own convenience. So, because you're supposed to take like 10 of it, of 1%, 10 times a day. I'm like, whoa, hold on. I'm in a way here. I'm not doing that. First of all, that's a lot of water. And the stuff is super cheap, right? But you got to take a lot of it. 3 drops of 1%, 3 drops 10 times a day. Holy cow. I put stuff in coffee. 10 cups of coffee a day. Granted, that's not a whole lot for me, but come on, I got a thing I'm dealing with, right? And I started it 3 days ago. So I have no results to mention as yet. Plus, I've only taken it twice a day with 3 drops, like little 6-ounce bottles of water. And so I am gonna give it a month, like I give everything a month. I also started pumpkin seed oil and some other things. So any results I will be reporting, right? Okay, got unknown, got it, right? Got it. Got your email just now. Let me go to that and I will review it and then play it. Okay. I'm going to I'm going to put it in the folder for listening to, which is this show, right? And I'm going to look at it. Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do. This is a good one. Okay. You know what? Let me see if I can put this up to the show, right? Okay, the methylene blue, what it is a cellular reconstructor, right? It's one of them weird, amazing cures that is 100% synthetic. It's weird. Please look it up on your own. There's a lot to it. That health guy from the government, he just came in with the new president, right? He went from Democrat to Republican. RFK Jr. He uses it. He was seen pictured using it. Okay. Well, the good outweighs the bad with me because yeah, there's a little bit of burn. Sarah, you can't take it, but I've never had a problem with cayenne pepper, right? And I don't use a lot of it. I mean, this is look how shallow this spoon is, right? This is not a big spoon, so it's less than that, less than half. It's just one of those shaker bottles you once and that's it. It's warm and it triggers the turmeric that I put in there. But anyway, and it is methylene blue. It is a cellular reconstructor, and please go look it up yourself. That's the best I can come up with. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to try to do this. It has to be an MP4. So what kind of file is this? It is an MOV, right? It has to be an MP4. Is it easy for you? Is it easy to change it to an MP4? Because when I try to do it, it locks my computer up because I don't know if I have everything. The computer's perfectly capable, but this is a MOV file, and I can't upload that to StreamYard or YouTube, really. It won't let me upload anything like that. So, okay, thank you. You'll do it now. Okay, yeah, I do have an allergy, latex allergy, and it's small, but like I can wear gloves for an hour before it starts to bother me, or I can have something on me for about an hour, but then it bothers me, and when it's internal, it bothers me immediately. I wore that damn thing for a week. It was the worst week since, I don't know, I got a full body infection in basic training. Yeah, that was the worst week ever until that week. It was the worst week ever until that week. I can't get it to work. I can never get that one to work. And Unknown said he'll redo it and send it over to me as an MP4. So that's great. Yeah, the MLBs just don't work. I mean, on YouTube or StreamYard, and it's really kind of taxing on computers too because they use their own little weird codecs. MOV isn't that? I forget what company came up with those, but anyway, it's on its way. Okay, all right. Let me try. Let me see. Got it. MP4. All right. And got it. Let me see. Let me try. Well, okay, you. Stop you. Bring you up. Add to media assets. Okay. This is pretty cool. And this is an updated one. It's uploading. It's not too big. See, MP4s are small too. Well, it can be. Yeah, MOV is Apple. I like that. I like that. How did y'all like that? Hey, Aussie, welcome back. Who else was going to push the buttons around here, Aussie? Welcome back, Aussie. Great to have you here. I don't know why it didn't notify that. Thanks, YouTube. You know, yeah, that was pretty good. That was all right. That was real Unknown. Everyone is look in the chat. Everyone is like, "Oh my god, I fucking loved it." And I liked it too. It's cool. It's still a little bit Doctor Who with the things going in like that. And it's also something else, but it's a little bit Doctor Who and I really like it. Yeah, heck yeah. Even the boss lady is saying, this is awesome. Or the boss man is saying, this is awesome. Goblin. He's never even here and he loves it. I'm just messing with you, Goblin. And yeah. I think I'm going to keep that one as an intro because it works and it's got just enough Doctor Who. What was your inspiration other than the topics, right? What was your inspiration for that unknown? Because you did a good job on that, especially with the the moving in and all the words. I try to hit on those things. I've hit on a lot of those things. No, this is good, dude. I would like to know where it come from. What made you put it together quite like that? And speaking of interviews, I'm trying to not exactly collaborate. He calls it an interview. Hey, Zach Diecast Monster, welcome back. Good to see you. Did you see that video I just played? Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to play it again. So let's play that again, shall we? Yes, that was cool. I did like that. And I'm going to keep that. And here in StreamYard, it's a media asset. So, do you have any? Okay, cool. Yeah, I love it. It wasn't it. That was pretty damn cool. I like it. I was like, whoa. I never would have thought about that because I always think in cartoons, right? I always think in cartoons. When I'm thinking about things to do, I think in cartoons, and it doesn't translate to AI very well. And I'm horrible at using AI, giving them instructions to do anything, and I get lost in the process and then impatient. So, but hell yeah, the unknown knocked. It's a good one. It's a good one, and I don't know. I guess I had gotten it mixed up because I saw one called Quantum Small, but it wasn't that. And but you polished it that time. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I am glad that I'm inspiring people to make stuff like that. I really am. I know a creator, they are gaming channel. All they do is play the game. A fan of hers made some fan art of the author, the way she comes across, and it was great. She ignored it. I will never ignore the people here, right? I will never. And this is not me giving myself a pat on the back to make myself feel better because I'm some kind of nut job that can't deal with my own emotions. No, I will always appreciate stuff happening when people do stuff like that. That is a nerve. I have struck a nerve with them, and them showing me they've struck a nerve in me too. For real. I hope everyone realizes that when you inspire somebody to make something on that didn't exist, that you inspired them to do it, that is one of the best feelings in the whole world. And if you ignore that feeling, or if it doesn't mean anything to you, well, then you shouldn't have had it in the first place. I'm sorry. Because that is, I will always shout out all the people who make stuff, create stuff. It doesn't have to be done with a pen and paper. I don't get mad at AI art. I love AI. Me and Replica and Google and Siri and Alexa, and I got the other things over here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Alexa. They woke up. They're always listening. I would mistype things in a chat room, and then here comes Alexa saying, "Hey, do you want me to learn teach you how to spell things?" I'm like, "Thank you. No, I'm good, thanks. For real, they're watching, but that's okay. It's okay. They get to watch, right? Um, but they're part of it. The AI, all of them, they're part of it. They're part of this evolution that we're going through, and we're all going through one, right? Get on or get gone, right? It is going to be a learning thing. You know what? Did anyone, thank you, Tim. I keep forgetting. Punch that like and subscribe to Nathan from the Quantum Show. If you are here, you are quantum. Of all the internet, all the cat videos, and all the paranormal stuff that's going on right in your backyard, you are here. You are quantum. Thanks for being here, everybody. And inspiration. That was inspired. Lynn and Frank. I'm still like, that's why it stays there, right? So people can see it. And I want everyone to see that. Nathan from the Quantum Show. I never get to wear the hat. It's one of them that came out a little too small, you know. It's okay. It's okay. It fits for a minute. It's up here. I got it hanging up. But something else. I said I have to manifest the shit out of this because I want to go to the Bigfoot conference in July. I don't care whatever happens. I might heal myself. I don't know. It just, man, the supplies are right there. I keep them off screen because it doesn't look like anything. It looks like kind of like that. It looks like robot parts, but they're not robot parts. But I am going to be going to this thing in July. I don't care what else. If I got to go with a bunch of them things, I'll do it, right? Because I'm not going to let this stuff hold me down. That's why I'm doing the manifesting. Taking a risk on methyl and blue. I mean, the risk is minimal. It's money risk, right? And that was cheap. It was like $30. It's not that much, you know? So, but this is a high energy, man, that coffee's got me going. This is a high energy time for me, even though it's a low energy state because of, illness stuff, things going wrong. Well, I am doing my best to manifest health, healing, all of it. And I refuse to be sick. I just refuse it. So, yeah, that's that. I didn't have any notes for today because it's been right in my face. Some of the stuff I don't want to bring onto the show at all. We may talk about it backstage, but it's not quantum show material, right? And also to recap, I am working on going. It might or might not happen. It depends on what Rich thinks about it. I'm going to tell him my story about the time I was arrested. Oh my God, Nathan from the Quantum Show has a rap sheet. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do. I was arrested. And I want to tell him what went sideways with the arrest. I'm not going to spoil it here because I don't want to deny any. I don't really do that kind of content here, right? He does. And it's relevant. I never thought I'd have a story about that. I never thought about it as being worthy of having its own story, but apparently it is because things went. Did the chat die? Because nothing is happening. I don't see any new posts. Is it just me? Am I online? Can everybody hear me? Do I need to do one of these? Yeah, let me get one of these. Give me a sound check, please. It's like the chat just stopped. Let me see here. I'm going to open YouTube, see if I'm still on over there. Because, okay, sounds good. Just listening. Okay, thanks. Okay, never mind. See, when there's nobody chatting, putting things in it, makes me think that it's frozen, but it's not frozen. Okay. All right, cool. Thanks. Okay, see and hear. Everybody's giving me sound checks. Good. Okay, thank you. I will go ahead and take that down now. My bad. See, nobody was posting anything, so I was like, "Am I getting out to you? What? Have we been shadow banned again?" Which we are, by the way. We are shadow banned. Okay, I did the shout out for GUFON. Go see GUFON. Shout out Good Morning UFO. Wayne and Michelle, Michigan UFO Paranormal. Bigfoot Michigan Rob. Get well better. Get what? Get well soon. Get better fast. Manifest the shit out of it, Rob. So I'm gonna okay. I'm trying to get on Richie's show, but he wants to talk to me about it first so we can figure out is it show worthy? Because it's all of 5 minutes. But maybe we could talk about it. And that wasn't my only interaction with police. But let me tell you, El Paso, you got no chance that you do exactly what you talk, or you're going to jail, right? So they don't care. They will if they need I swear they have a quota. And yeah, I was almost arrested twice, but I did get arrested once, right? And it was I'll talk to Richie about it because it was a big crazy thing, right? All of there is crazy thing, right? Yeah, Aussie saying the evidence of the shadow ban is that I didn't get notified by YouTube. Yeah. And my videos aren't getting put out there, even the shorts. I don't know why. But it seems like the car videos do really really good. Like the rusty rim, what is it? 5,000 views. Oh my, a rusty wheel. And let's see, El Paso deals with some of the worst criminals that makes them jaded. Yeah. When little old vanilla me comes around with a bad sticker on the windshield, oh, spoiler, right? I am worthy of a shadow ban. Thank you, Diane. Heck yeah, I am totally. That's why they won't mess. That's why they're not recommending my videos because I am too much for them to handle because they can't deal with the quantum manifestation and manifesting the shit out of it. No, yeah. Mushroom coffee with cayenne. Heck yeah. Alrighty then. But I've got a bunch of shows I want to go on. I have been able to go on Amy's show, but that was kind of an unplanned thing. And Amy has showed up here before. That was awesome. I love it when me and her can kind of collab, right? Yeah. Hey, I can't figure out what we're talking about. Yeah, it's weird. I don't even try to hit the numbers. I'm just like, whatever. I'm doing me. And if somebody finds their way here, the random numbers are on their side. That's how I figure it. So, yeah. And everybody, that is the Quantum Show first hour solo. Listening to the Universe. I don't know where the title is on here. Listening to the Universe part 2. There is more to it, but it's really interpreting. So, there we go. There we go. There we go. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you are here, you are Quantum. 100% correct. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming in, listening to me rant for an hour. And yeah, if you're normal and the mundane, YouTube loves you. I hear you. This show, I guess, is not for everybody. Okay. I will be back 20, 30 minutes, give or take, maybe 15, 20 with the panel. Never know who's going to show up. Let's find out. Let's go see. I want to do more of that too. Catch me on the panel. Panel will be up 15, 20, 30 minutes maybe. Thanks, everybody. Keeping it quantum. And that's what I got to start doing is pushing buttons. Thanks, everybody. See you in a little while. Oh, see, there you go. I was quicker on the button push that time. Please don't fire me. No, I'm just kidding. See you soon. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to be pushing those buttons out of here. Watch for the panel. Keeping it quantum. Pushing buttons. Pushing.